Hey, Katie.
Hello, you're
Hey,
looking
hey.
very smart.
Thank you very much. I thought I'd make an effort.
Everything.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I figured if everyone else is making an effort the past few weeks, I thought I'd better up my game a bit.
We've been making an effort.
Well, you're all looking amazing every week. So I thought I'd try my best.
Oh, it's just my face, don't worry.
Oh. Yeah. How are you?
Good. I have four poems which I
Oh,
haven't written, one poem which I had written, and I thought I might also read an excerpt from Fox in Socks.
yes, please. That sounds amazing. Yay. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you've written one as well. That's super sweet. Yay.
It it felt like the poem that wanted to be written.
Oh, that's such a wonderful way of describing it. Oh. So when did it
How are
come to
you,
you?
darling?
I'm all right, thank you very much. Yeah, good. So I've had a good day, catching up with people and playing board games online with people. It's been lovely. Yeah, it's been nice. And I made chocolate brownies, which is equally as good as it was last week. So I think I've cracked the recipe now.
Are these
Yeah,
vegan brownies?
they are, yes. Oh, they're on the other side of the kitchen. I was going to show you them, but yeah. They're good, tasty, very tasty.
Do they have chickpeas in?
No, surprisingly not. No, there's no vegetables in them at all.
What?
It's a fair point. I know people put like beetroot in and carrots and who knows what, but no, these are proper cakes. Just
So what
using
do they
oil.
have in them apart from
Um,
chocolate?
yeah, so the only, I guess, major difference is no margarine or butter and just using olive oil instead. That's the only swap.
No eggs.
Oh, sorry, no eggs. So yeah, I use flaxseed. So ground flaxseed with hot water to
Yeah.
make like a fake egg.
Gloop.
That's it. Yeah, it's super gloopy. Yeah. I had no idea it was gonna. So the first time I did it was like a year ago, and I was just amazed at how gloopy it went. It's like a non-Newtonian fluid. It's amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Andromeda.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright,
Good stuff.
considering the weird day I had.
Oh no, what's happened?
Pretty good.
Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, it just random stuff.
Yeah.
Like I left the house to go to work and I forgot my mask. But
Oh goodness.
That's
it's
always
fine. They
annoying.
supply masks.
Really?
Yeah, we've got safety stations with hand sanitizer and
Jonathan,
single-use masks in the staff areas.
that's handy.
So I just walked in with a scarf wrapped around my face and went and put a mask on when I got to the back. And then I'd set an alarm on the phone at 5 to 11 because I'm supposed to finish at 11. So,
Maybe.
have time to tidy up, clock out. Except I set the alarm at 5 to 12.
Yay!
So I walked out at like 20 past 11 going, oh shit, why did this not ring? Well, that's why, because it was wrong. And I got home fine. Like it was okay. I'll probably tell them tomorrow, hey, I was really daft yesterday. This happened. But I was making coffee and I had the AeroPress on top of the cup and I knocked it and I spilled the hot water over my hand.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
And
Are
in
you
the
okay?
shock of it, I kind of flung it off my hand on like half of the kitchen. So I had to clean up half the
Oh
kitchen.
no.
there was a day at work a couple of years ago where both me and one of the other people were in a really strange mental place. And first, she poured a kettle of water into the coffee jar rather than into her mug. Um, and then I tried to put the kettle in the fridge instead of the milk.
Oh dear. This sounds like a children's story.
So yeah, I sat and watched stuff the rest of the day thinking I should probably not do things.
Oh, bless you. Oh,
But I had a bath and I've been reading
Yay.
baths reset everything. It's fine.
Ooh.
What's that? That's a fun
the,
book.
there we go.
Aha. Oh, okay.
Oh, is that the sequel to Hunger Games
Yep.
that you were telling us
Is it any
about?
good?
It's I like it.
Yeah. Is this the one that's
It's 10 years after the end of the war that was started by the characters in the Hunger Games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where the Hunger Games are still happening, but in
Oh.
a different format, and we have new characters.
Are they playing using drones instead?
They do have drones. That's how they drop stuff to the contestants to help them out. It's like, oh, the public likes you. Here's a token.
Here's a blue shell.
Yeah, something like that.
Fantastic. Hey, Bina. Hey, Kim. How you doing?
All right, you're looking very smart today.
Thank you very much. Thought I'd make an effort. I'd noticed that the past few presenters had made a real effort, so I thought I'd better up my game and wear something that isn't the same jumper I always wear.
I mean, I would be very impressed if you turned up in a corset like Frankie's, but you know. No,
It's at the dry cleaners, so I'm sorry.
Next time.
Next time.
But yes, you were looking very smart.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind. I'm loving Bina's collection of buttons, pins.
And Storytime badges.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I shouldn't really wear the Team Biscoff one because it's one of the things that I think is overrated.
Yeah. Let's put an asterisk on it and then have another badge underneath it saying it's overrated. Oh.
I found that I like it more if I put cocoa powder in it, but that's just me putting cocoa powder in everything.
That works.
We should make it less sweet though, so that might help. Yeah.
And
I have no objection to the biscuits though. I think the biscuits on the side of like a black coffee with no sugar is like a nice addition, but that's about the amount of sweet I want. So I'm definitely not going to be eating it off the spoon.
Yeah, it is a bit.
What's your experience of it though? Have you only tried the biscuits, or have you tried like a range of Biscoff products, or? Because I don't particularly, I kind of meh on the biscuits, but the spread is really good on bread.
So I've tried the biscuit. I think I've tried the biscuits and the spread, but I'm like just not that bothered about the spread.
Have you tried the ice cream
like
lollies?
it's too much sweetness.
Have you tried the ice cream lollies? They're so tasty, but they're not vegan. I didn't realise that until I'd had 2 of them. I just assumed anything Lotus biscuit was going to be vegan, but oh well, never mind. I check everything now. Yeah. Really tasty though. How are you, Kim? Are you all better now? Oh,
I've still got massive fatigue. Like I literally sleep most of the day.
oh, bless you.
Most days at the moment, which is, you know, I don't. It's fine at the moment. I'm starting a new job on Tuesday, and I'm not entirely better yet in that sense. Like I don't have to quarantine anymore. I've done my 10 days.
Yeah.
But it's more the fact that like I literally will sleep from like after story time until midday.
Wow, okay, you must need it though. Is your body still feeling it then?
Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. I'm not completely unwell, but I'm not completely better either. So.
Oh, okay.
I could be worse. I could be having horrible symptoms and coughs and chills and whatever, but
goodness.
Other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad you seem to be getting better. I mean, every time I see you, you're looking better, as in more and more better each time.
That's good. I'm glad you can tell because I can't.
Oh, bless you. Oh, oh no, your whole kind of happy face and happy demeanour, it's all good. And you did such a good job on EMF. I don't know how you managed that with being ill as well. So
literally being in bed. I don't know if you can tell. I was like being organised from my bed.
Yeah. It's amazing. Oh. How are you, Jonathan? Good to see you.
All right, yeah.
It's been a while, yeah. We haven't chatted for a while. How you doing?
Yeah, glad it's story time.
Oh, good. Good man. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the cat will come in sometime soon. I think she knows.
Start scratching your face.
Yeah, she'll sit on my chest and go, stroke me. Not just trying to relax, trying to
but not before sticking her butt and tail to the camera, because that's what cats do.
No, your cat makes me want a cat so much. Oh. Like I might have looked up at cats for adoption today, and I don't know why I did it, because now I obviously want to take them all home, and like it's still probably not a good idea.
Oh.
So
I got mine from a rescue centre. She was actually featured on the front page of the local newspaper as "We need kitten." It was an advert for local. They were trying to recruit volunteer kitten cuddlers.
Oh,
It's this.
Is that a thing?
It kind of rescues stroke captures feral cats which are pregnant or kittens, and then tries to space the adult cats and tries to socialize the kittens and get them new homes, because apparently if a cat isn't handled before it's 10 weeks old, it never will accept handling from a person.
Oh wow. Okay,
like unless it's handled as a baby. I think that's true. But yeah, I went down there to have a look. And they put you in a room, like a small room with about 20 kittens in there, just jumping around and playing everywhere, and they come and jump. You look around and you're allowed to sit there for like 5. They just put you in there. So just sit down and get to know the kittens. Well, of course you do come away with a kitten. Yeah,
that's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Yeah, orphaned kitten, like a feral sort of orphaned kitten or whatever, by itself needing a home, and it comes and sits on your foot, and you're like, whatever. Yeah, so that's how I got where I got her from. But yeah, but she was tiny when I got her. She was like 2/3 the size of a normal kitten of that age. Because I think she'd been starved. She'd born in the bottom of a hedge, and I think she was like the runt of the litter and had been like starved and wasn't sort of, yeah. So I just had to take her home. I was like, oh, I'll just have her. I'll take her home.
Oh, well done, mate. Bless you. Yeah. Oh. So well, we've had various submissions. Thank you so much, everyone, for getting in touch. I'm overwhelmed with submissions. Thank you. So yeah, we've got Katie has got a selection, possibly 4, possibly 5, 5, a whole 5. Fabulous. I'll make a note of that now. I've got a spreadsheet and everything. I'm on top of it today. I know. Yeah. Check me out.
on top of it.
I know. Yeah. It's all going to go horribly wrong. But start off with good intentions. Oh, is that? Oh. Oh. That's super sweet. Oh, just leave that on the whole time. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just have another video feed of that cat in the corner. That'd be good. Just that picture the whole way. So Andrada's got some Edwin Morgan. Thank you very much. Fabulous. Bina has got some Lisberry. Thank you. Good stuff. Anyone else? Kim, Evan, Jonathan. Quite right. No, it's all good.
You know, I have various other ones.
As well as Lisberry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were all Lisberry. Thank you.
No, I just have one Lisberry, which is called Homing.
Oh yeah, I misread the text. Thank you very much. So yeah, we got 4 from you, Zabina.
Yeah, and there's a Carol Ann Duffy one we can maybe do.
Oh,
the Anne Hathaway one I feel like would fit in today if you want to hear it again. I feel like it hasn't been read since early poetry time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, happy with that. Either way.
I would quite like to read one, but I don't have one ready, because I'd quite like to practice, because I was considering speaking yesterday at the Saucy Time, but I bottled it. And Frankie was saying I could like practice at poetry time maybe to
yeah, sure.
So maybe I'll scout about for one, but if somebody else has one that I could read, or
I've got a nice one. I was if you just want to talk amongst yourselves, I'll ping it to you.
Don't stop things on my account, but yeah, ping it across and I'll do it. Yeah,
okay, hold on. Just if someone can cover for me while I get it up, so to speak.
Katie, how are you?
I'm trying to count my poems because I did the thing inspired by Katie with teeny tiny bookmark thingies, and now I'm like, which ones are they and how many?
Not me, I presume. Other Katie.
5. No, you've got loads of thingies in your book.
I do have loads of thingies in my book.
Post-it notes and stuff, and I don't know what they're called.
I mean, no, I do not have those. Okay. I have lots of bits of fabric, random bits of paper, ribbons, pieces of string, teaspoons.
Nice.
Okay.
I end up just using one poem to mark the place of another one.
What else to do.
Oh, interleaving.
Yeah.
That's an advanced technique. Fantastic.
Actually, I do. That one from you, Mike. I'll read that, but I actually do have another one I could read.
Oh, cool.
But it's quite a bleak poem. Do I ping it across to you before?
No, it's fine. I know. I guess the usual kind of format is we start off kind of light, then we'll go either deep or dark or whatever you want in the middle, and then we'll come back up and happiness and light at the end. Tends to be the usual flow of things. So
yeah, okay, that's good. So I've got two. I'll this nice one.
Yeah, if you don't like the one I've sent you, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Sorry.
I was going to say, if you don't like the one I've sent you, I'm happy to do that. But if you're happy to do that, that'd be great. Yeah.
No, I'll do both. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll start us off with a quote because I just like this one. So the quote is, "Puns are bad, but poetry is verse." So that's the starting tone. So anything better than that gets you in. So Katie or Bina, would you like to start us off? Who's got some funny stuff?
I'll read one called Turvy Topsy.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's by Paul Stewart. Gentlemen and ladies, all and one, let's have a little games and fun. I've noticed that the things we say sound wrong if said a different way. I've never wandered forth and back, never been beaten blue and black. And through my life, large and by, I've yet to be left dry and high. Error and trial, punishment and crime, it's go and touch again and time. My fortunes are not down and up. I never drink from a saucer and cup. No pepper and salt upon my dish of bacon and liver or chips and fish. Under key and lock, order and law, all bothered and hot, peace and war. Simple and pure, though it may sound dull, it's how it sounds makes it void and null. You shouldn't mix pleasure with business, the bees and the birds with the M&S. Mind your Q's and P's, come shine or rain, and try not to get it wrong again. 'Cause wrong or right to return to food, where's the fork and knife? Just sounds kind of rude.
That's brilliant. The last line's fantastic as well. Where's the fucking knife? That's amazing.
Reminds me, has anyone read the thing about the order of adjectives in English, which we just like naturally do?
The one with the great green dragon?
Yeah.
It's such a clever article about, I can't remember what it is now, but yeah, all the different adjectives and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Andrada or Bina, have you got one that flows nicely into that? Oh, Jonathan as well, sorry. Yeah.
I have a silly one about renaming badminton.
Yes, please.
It's called Meadowbank Changing Manifesto. We need another word for badminton. If everyone's comfortable calling squash, squash, at least for the meantime, we should consider the following suggestions. Swish, jump whack, trainer squeak shimmy racket, weird sport hurry styles not hockey, ritzy exuberance, breathy beats, smash the pants, thin tennis, which side am I meant to be game, what's the score now sport, high and fluttery, middle rackety, deftness, high net, shuttlecock hitting, over the top, sully knee, pin strip. Or how about we play it really cautious and classy and just trim the word to bad? We'll take a vote, so it should be pretty painless. Starting localized in this sweaty, noise art cardboard changing room, but branching out like a brakeless shuttlecock that's been watching Forrest Gump. We're going to refashion every sport until the world's a different and or better place.
Yay!
So cute.
That's really good. I like that a lot. Yeah, I used to play badminton. It's a good game. Yeah. Quick anecdote. The day before my driving test, I was part of a badminton competition at college, and I went over on my ankle and got a really heavily sprained ankle the day before my driving test. So I was just being so tentative on the driving test, and I didn't want to press the brake pedal at all, other than the emergency stop. And when it was on the emergency stop, I was like, Jesus, that hurts.
Oh no.
I passed though, so yay.
Yay.
But I probably shouldn't have gone for the test.
Not if like you might not be able to break.
But thankfully, it was okay. So.
Did it recover? Like
yeah, it did. Yeah, it was just a regular sprained ankle. That's all it was. But yeah, yeah. Thankfully, got through. Andromeda, Jonathan, anything? That...
I'll do one if you want. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll do
go
the
for
one
it, mate,
I'll do the one you sent me.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
I went to the gym. I lifted a weight. My muscles got bigger. Felt really great. I hoisted another, a heavier one. I got even stronger. I thought it was fun. I wandered outside where I bent a steel bar. I pulled up a park bench and carried a car. I picked up a truck and then set out to try to boost a big building I spotted nearby. So now I'm in jail with my muscles to thank. I probably shouldn't have held up that bank.
So good.
I love it.
Thanks,
that was really cool.
Thank you. That was Mike's recommendation.
No worries. That was good. That was really good. I like that. Yeah, it was the last line that got me. Yeah. Do like that. So I've got one on the confusion of, or not the misinterpretation of words, the alternate meaning of words, I should say, which is kind of relates to that one. So it's called the escape character, and I wrote this one last week. So see how it goes. Okay, the escape character. Trapped in a cell, my feet bound with tape, wondered how I could possibly escape. With nothing in reach that would seem to assist, I pondered and wondered, what else had I missed? Looking in vain at my feet on the floor, started rubbing my hands until they were sore. Picked up the saw, this new gift I'd found, cut through the tape, my feet now unbound. But with nothing to do here, I quickly got bored. But then seeing what I created, my inspiration soared. Picked up the board, then snapped it in two. Two halves make a whole, which I began to climb through. Freedom on my lips, my stomach began to drop. As I looking all around, I was on a mountain top. What to do next? Then it hits me, of course. I shouted and screamed until I was hoarse. This four-legged beauty now standing beside me got up on her back, one step more to being free. Putting all my trust in this gift, I closed my eyes and rode away. Looking down, the road had appeared and saved the day.
That's so good.
Thank you.
I've got one that would go well after that.
Yeah.
It's called In Case of Fire.
Yeah, Andrade, yeah, you go. Yeah. On the topic of roads, yeah.
Whichever.
No, you go, Andrade. Yeah, fab.
It might work either way.
Yeah.
This one is Itinerary by Edwin Morgan. 1. We went to Old Shore Moor. Is the Old Shore Moor Road still there? You mean the Old Shore Road? I suppose it's more an old road than a shore road. No more. They shored it up, but it's washed away. So you could sing the old song. Yes, we sang the old song. We'll take the old Shore Moor, shore road no more. 2. We passed the Muckle Flugga. Did you see the Muckle flag? All we saw was the Muckle fog. The flag says, Ultima Flugga was like us. Couldn't see flag for fog, sorry. Ultimately, we made for muck and flogged the lugger. 3. Was it bleak at Bowhouse Bog? It was black as a hoghouse, boy. Yes, but bleak? Look, it was black as a bog and bleak as a bowhouse. The bowhouse wasn't black. Will you get off my back? So there were dogs too? Dogs, hogs, leaks, and the bogs. We never went back.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Katie, over to you.
This one's called In Case of Fire, and it is by Roger McGuff. In case of fire, break glass. In case of glass, fill with water. In case of water, wear heavy boots. In case of heavy boots, assume fetal position. In case of fetal position, loosen clothing. In case of clothing, avoid nudist beach. In case of nudist beach, keep sand out of eyes. In case of eyes, close curtains. In case of curtains, switch on light. In case of light, embrace truth. In case of truth, spread word. In case of word, keep mum. In case of mum, open arms. In case of arms, lay down gun. In case of gun, fire. In case of fire, break glass.
Very clever. Who wrote that one?
Robert McGuff.
I haven't heard of them.
I like how it's cyclical.
It's like there's a hole in my bucket. Yeah. Oh.
I have something that could follow on. It's more a switcheroo than a cycle.
Yeah.
But maybe
Sounds good. Yeah.
Again by Edwin Morgan. The first men on Mercury. We come in peace from the third planet. Would you take us to your leader? Bor Stratter. Bor. Stratter Hall? This is a little plastic model of the solar system with working parts. You are here, and we are there, and we are now here with you. Is this clear? Go Horup, Bor. Aberhanahana. Where we come from, this is blue and white with brown. You see, we call the brown here land, the blue is sea, and the white is clouds over the land and sea. We live on the surface of the brown land. All round is sea and clouds. We are men. Men come. Glop men. Garbrenner Menko. Menhall? Men come in peace from the third planet, which we call Earth. We are Earthmen. Take us, Earthmen, to your leader. Men. Bor Hosop. Yulida Tanhana. Harabost Yulida. I am Yulida. You see my hands. We carry no banner. We come in peace. The spaceways are all Stratterhorn. Glon peacemen all Horabana Tantko. Tankamat Msostrop. Glop Yulida. Atoms are peace goal in our Haraban. Menbat Waterbost from Tanhanahana. You men we know Bor Hosoptant. Bor, we know Yulida. Go strog backs better quick. We can Tantabor. Tandinko backs better now. Banghopper now. Yes, third planet back. Yulida will go back, blue, white, brown. Now Hannah, there is no more talk. Golhan Fasthapper? No, you must go back to your planet. Go back in peace. Take what you have gained, but quickly. Stratterwara, goal. Of course, but nothing is ever the same now, is it? You'll remember Mercury.
I love Edwin Morgan so much.
How many collections of his have you got, Andrada? Because I know you've mentioned him a few times.
I bought a little box set with some selections of 20 poems on 5 different themes.
Okay. How did you get into him in the first place?
The Loch Ness Monster song.
Is that the bloop, blop, blop, that one?
Yeah.
which I have if you feel like hearing it from me in the absence of them.
Oh,
but I
maybe
feel like
after chat.
it's there.
Cool. That sounds good. Cool. Being a Jonathan, Katie?
I've got another one I've just found which I can do. Not the bleak Russian one, but it's a bittersweet poem by Philip Larkin, but it's probably quite a famous one.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah.
Tightly folded bud, I have wished you something none of the others would. Not the usual stuff about being beautiful or running off a spring of innocence and love. They will all wish you that. And should it prove possible, well, you're a lucky girl. But if it shouldn't, then may you be ordinary. Have like other women an average of talents. Not ugly, not good looking, nothing uncustomary to throw you off your balance. That, unworkable itself, stops all the rest from working. In fact, may you be dull. If that is what is skilled, vigilant, flexible, unemphasized, enthralled, catching of happiness is called. Yeah, I didn't
really
read it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done with practicing that, but I think it's a nice one.
That's lovely. Really nice flow to that. Yeah.
I could do my dandelion one to follow on.
Yeah, fabulous.
Which is again sort of about alternate words and is from the giant Lost Words book.
The enormous Lost Words book.
The enormous Lost Words book, yeah. So it's just called Dandelion. Dazzle me, little son of the grass, and spin me, tiny time machine. Tick-tock, sun clock, thistle and dock. Now no longer known as Dent-de-lion, lion's tooth, or wind blow. Tick-tock, sun clock, nettle and dock. Evening glow, milk witch, or parachute. So let new names take and root, thrive and grow. Tick-tock, sun clock, rattle and dock. I would make you some, such as bane of lawn perfectionists, or fallen star of the football field, or scatterseed, but never would I call you only, merely, simply, weed. Tick-tock, sun clock, plover and dock. That's really pretty.
Such
Yay,
good pictures.
Dandelions.
Oh, we used to have a rabbit, and the rabbit used to love dandelion leaves. Whenever we used to go out walking, we used to collect them all.
Mm.
Little Flopsy, with one ear up and one ear down.
So cute, isn't
That
it?
is adorable.
It was really cute. Until she got on season and she started to shag anything.
Yeah, that's the thing that rabbits do.
She had a football who became her life partner.
Well, it's better than a friend of mine from high school got 2 rabbits for her birthday. They were both male. They were both humping each other.
Fair enough.
So I guess they really liked each other eventually.
Oh.
Better than fighting.
Exactly, yeah. And better than having 10 million little baby rabbits running around as well. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Speaking of animals,
yeah,
I have a poem that's called Bee's Nest.
Yeah.
You may have read it. I'm not quite sure if it was at the animal theme.
I don't know.
Busy bike a bloody bizzin bees. Bloody busy bike a bizzin bees. Bizzin bloody bike a busy biz. Busy bloody bike a bizzin bees. Bloody bike a busy bizzin bees. Bizzin bike a bloody busy bees. Busy bike a bizzin bloody bees. Bloody bike a bizzin busy bees. Bizzin busy bike a bloody bees. Busy bizzin bike a bloody bees. bloody bizzin' biker busy bees. Bizzin' busy bloody biker bees.
Oh.
It's really hard not to get lost in the busies and the busies and the busies.
Yeah, how do you keep track of what line you're on?
Would you like to have a little talk about Tweedlebeetles?
Yes, yes, please. You sound amazing.
What do you know about Tweedlebeetles? Well, when Tweedlebeetles fight, it's called a Tweedlebeetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedlebeetle puddle battle. And when Tweedlebeetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedlebeetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedlebeetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight those battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And when a fox is in the bottle where the Tweedlebeetles battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle eating poodle, this is what they call a Tweedlebeetle noodle poodle bottle muddled fuddled duddled fuddled wuddled fox in socks, sir.
That's amazing. Well done, Katie. That's
So impressive. Like,
I'm impressed with the
however long
poem,
that
but
was
even
on
more,
the tongue twister.
I'm impressed with the poem, but I'm even more impressed with your reading. Yes. Is it another of Harry Baker's?
No, it's a Dr. Seuss book called Fox and Socks. It's a bit of that. The whole book is a tongue twister.
It does feel like a Harry Baker. It has the same flow as Purple Paper People.
That's the one. Oh, thanks, Katie. Were you practicing that all day, or did that just come to you straight away?
I read it to Nick earlier.
I would have needed at least 3 run-throughs before I'd attempt that. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you.
Can I read my one before I get scared?
Yes, please. I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
This is a poem which I wrote for Mike.
Oh, bless you.
Because I don't write very many wholesome poems.
Oh.
And it's called My Very Favourite Thing. I love alliteration. It's my very favourite thing. An amazing actress albatross absconding all a wing, or 7 sneaky snakes sliding in silent slithering. No, onomatopoeia is my very favourite thing. Splash and crunch and smash and tumble, tinkle, clap and squish and cling, clumping, thumping, roaring rumbles, gurgling, clinking, rattling, ding. And homophones, you know, they are my very favourite thing. I stabbed his eye, sir, for 4 wailings were wailing, and I prayed we'd not be preyed on, or our oars break while breaking. Wait, metaphors and similes, my very favourite thing. Your voice is smooth as honey, like a nightingale you sing. I'm blinded by your eloquence, my heart is taking wing. But then, weird pronunciation is my very favourite thing. Knights with knives queue through Loughborough, plumbers kneel before the king, doubting coughs could be disguised as pseudo-rhythmic echoing. The delight of word and language is my very favourite thing. Rhymes, superlatives and plosives, writing, reading, listening, and especially this poem with the joy I hope it brings.
Oh, Katie, that was wonderful.
It was so fun.
Hugs. Oh, thank you so much. So that metaphor bit, I was listening to a comedian earlier called Bo Burnham. Yeah, Bo Burnham. And he writes long form poetry, but he does lots of little short snappy poems as well. And the one on metaphors was, she was incomparable, like, and that was the end of the poem.
Very good.
Bina, do you have some bonus, sorry, not bonus ones, Lisberries or ones about animals that aren't really about animals, if you know what I mean?
I could go for a slight change in tone, which was probably more appropriate after the conversation about rabbits. But this is a poem by Andy Jackson, and I don't know if people know. I think some people have maybe heard it in the bonus after chat before. It's called The Académie Française Considers a Word for Dogging. And it's written about the fact that in France there is a national board for deciding on what becomes proper French and what doesn't. And the poet thought it would be fun to imagine what a conversation would be like if they were trying to find a thing for the very English, maybe, word. So this is The Académie Française Considers a Word for Dogging. Chinage, a literal response, is cast aside. It's laziness, the thin end of the wedge. Reminder that the Anglophones are 20 miles across the ruffled sleeve of water, typing into blogs, and laughing in their pockets at le yeye, snide and covetous, and lacking in elan. They ponder whether poetry would work, consider coarse equivalents, attroupement de route, though stags are cheapened by comparison with sleazy roast beefs blundering periapically in leisure wear. The orgie is a possibility, a cut and shut creation with a pleasing wit. Étrange plongeur smirks from younger duffers round the room, easy on the ear but too contrived. Onomatopoeia puts its hand up after momentary hesitation. Volunteers, wham bam. Chairman says it doesn't work. For him and ding dong shik shak foo ha ha make shagging in a lay-by sound okay. Someone mentions gender, masculine or feminine, and that's enough to force adjournment for the day.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, thanks, Bina. It's just as good the second time. Not sure
That's
where we go
it.
from that
Last of my silly ones.
Ah, fab. Okay. Yeah.
I have slight nonsense, but it's not silly enough to follow on properly.
Okay. Katie or Jonathan, have you had any sillier ones?
I only have a really serious bleak Russian translation of a Russian poem, so no, not a silly one.
Okay, we'll save that for later. Do we have a wholesome one we can end on? Just make sure we don't use all the wholesome ones up just yet.
All of mine are wholesome.
Yay! Of course they are. Yeah, fab. Okay.
I have one about poetry.
No, I was thinking if we have all the bleak ones now, and then we'll pick it up with wholesome at the end.
I have two more. Do you want one now or both of them at the end?
So Jonathan's got a bleak one. I've got one which is, it's not bleak, but it's not silly either. It's just more. I really liked its use of kind of poetic devices. So it's just a really nice one.
I've got a classic Liz Berry about, like, literally about the Black Country accent, and Carol Ann Duffy kind of romantic one.
Okay, fab. Okay, yeah. What's it, Bina? Do you want to do the Black Country one? Then I'll do my one, and then either Katie or Andrada. Yeah. If that works. Yeah, cool. Fab.
So this is homing. For years you kept your accent in a box beneath the bed, the lock rusted shut by hours of elocution. How now, brown cow? The teacher's rulers across your legs. We heard it escape sometimes, a guttural on the phone to your sister, saft or blart to a taxi driver unpacking your bags from his boot. I loved its thick drawl, G's that rang. Clearing your house, the only thing I wanted was that box, jemmied open, to let years of lost words spill out. Bibble, fiddle, tay, womb. Vowels ferrous as nails, consonants you could lick the coal from. I wanted to swallow them all, The pits, railways, factories thunking and clanging, the night shift, the red brick, back to back you were born in. I wanted to forge your voice in my mouth, a blacksmith's furnace, shout it from the roofs, send your words like pigeons fluttering for home.
Oh, so good, as always. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, there's lots of onomatopoeic stuff in there. Anyone got any onomatopoeic? I'm struggling to say that word. No. Okay, I'll go with my one. Not my one. This is one by Leah Atherton. It's called Sunday. And like I say, I just really like the use of kind of devices it goes through. So, let's dance, you and me. Leave the straight lines and the rules in the parking lot and dare the wind to play catch up. We'll barrel our way down root-choked paths and take corners too tight for our talent. Slug up climbs like we're chasing redemption on every hilltop. And swear we find hope along every single track we follow, where unanswered prayers make voltage pylons of our bones, and our legs start to buzz with pent-up wire and static. Let's fly into the wind until the rain makes our faces numb, and we will laugh and let our ice melt, baptize the wrong out of our pasts, write our penance in a mud track and shale. We'll scrape ourselves raw and scoop ourselves out, turn valleys into confessionals, thermos tea into communion wine, and make jack-o'-lanterns with our haunted hearts to the light return. You and I know that a house of healing doesn't need 4 walls or a roof when you can have feet in the clouds. This thorn-scraped, peat-stained, hunt-grim cathedral of shadows and light. Come on, let's stand, you and me, on the shoulders of giants. Let's leave behind pieces of questions beat out on hillsides, so far apart only God can read them without skipping a line. Recited out by stubborn feet and tempest wills, we'll follow the music over moor and fell, reading answers in contours. Code lines so far apart, maybe God was the one who left them there. Let's dance to the rhythm and drum and the reckless reels of a landscape that sings to us in language unwritten. Until maybe, at last, we can follow the wild song back. Let's run. Yeah. See, that was by Leah Atherton, who I'd never heard of before, but just popped up on Google and I just really loved it. Yeah. So I'm going to follow her and see what else she's got. Katie, have you got another? What did you say?
Do we want Jonathan's sad one?
Oh yes, yeah. Good thing.
Before we start going back.
Well
okay,
played, yeah.
Bring us to the lower point. It's not terrible. It's just
afterwards with slightly industrial nonsense.
Sounds good.
So this is it's a translation of a poem by I guess it's Alexander Pushkin. It's a famous Russian writer. I don't know what the name is. It actually doesn't have a name. I've lived to bury my desires and see my dreams corrode with rust. Now all that's left are fruitless fires that burn my empty heart to dust. Struck by the clouds of cruel fate, my crown of summer bloom is seared. Alone and sad, I watch and wait and wonder if the end is near. As conquered by the last cold air when winter whistles in the wind, alone upon a branch that's bare, a trembling leaf is left behind.
That's really good. I like that.
And these Russians in their gloom.
Yeah, powerful language in that. Yeah. Andrade, did you say you wanted to go? Or Katie, I'm not sure who's got something that kind of blends nicely. Katie, how many more did you say you have?
2.
2, fabulous. Okay.
I could do my less silly one, and then Andrade could do hers.
Yeah. Bina, how many have you got left? Did you say? Oh, 1. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
I also have the other one about poetry.
We're also full of poems today.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's just such a good theme.
Yeah. Okay, Katie, you go. You do one.
Tomorrow with all this.
This one's by Christy Koo, and it's called "We Misread Language as Lavender." Gather symbols and sounds from the garden. Rub the buds between palms. Let it sit and dry before use. Distill oils from homegrown morphemes. Let them soothe the hurts, the burns. Scoop a mantra into muslin sachets. Tuck into the skull's dark corners to quiet the moths. When nights are bad neighbours and dawn is not home, scatter lexemes under your pillow. Let a story grow and dream into it. In the morning, keep breathing. It'll be there. Watch phrases buzz, drowsy, scent drunk, until something catches and clings on, holding faith in fragile things.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. That's really sweet. Andrada Urbina?
I don't know, mine's sort of a romantic one. Does that
Yeah.
work?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes, please.
It's from the World's Wife collection. I think it's the only one that's nice about our relationship. It's called Anne Hathaway, and it's in Shakespeare's will. He gave his wife his second best bed. So, the bed we loved in was a spinning world of forests, castles, torchlight, cliff tops, seas where he would dive for pearls. My lover's words were shooting stars which fell to earth as kisses on these lips. My body now a softer rhyme to his, now echo, assonance. His touch a verb dancing in the center of a noun. Some nights I dreamed he'd written me, the bed a page beneath his writer's hands. Romance and drama played by touch, by scent, by taste. In the other bed, the best, our guests dozed on, dribbling their prose. My living, laughing love, I hold him in the casket of my widow's head, as he held me upon that next best bed.
Oh, oh, it's so sweet. Oh. Oh. Oh, hugs everyone. Oh. 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 Here's the dragon. Fantastic. Oh. So Kim sent me just a really short, cute one. It's really sweet. It's called Black Friday Poetry Sale. I should have read it actually, but here we go. Here's an offer on romantic poetry that won't cost you the earth. Byron, get one free. If you want your words with. And that's by Brian Bilston. Thank you,
I
Kim.
love Brian Bilston. He's so ridiculous.
Ooh, can I read mine with the poetry now?
Yeah, yes, please.
It might work. The other nonsense might just go in the after chat at some point.
Okay, yeah.
This is back to Edwin Morgan. Opening the Cage. 14 variations on 14 words. I have nothing to say, and I am saying it, and that is poetry, was said by John Cage. I have to say poetry, and is that nothing, and I am saying it? I am, and I have poetry to say, and is that nothing saying it? I am nothing, and I have poetry to say, and that is saying it. I that am saying poetry have nothing, and it is I, and to say. and I say that I am to have poetry, and saying it is nothing. I am poetry, and nothing, and saying it is to say that I have. To have nothing is poetry, and I am saying that, and I say it. Poetry is saying I have nothing, and I am to say that, and it. Saying nothing, I am poetry, and I have to say that, and it is. It is, and I am, and I have poetry saying, say that to nothing. It is saying poetry to nothing, and I say I have and am that. Poetry is saying I have it, and I am nothing, and to say that. And that nothing is poetry I am saying, and I have to say it. Saying poetry is nothing, and to that I say I am, and have it.
Great.
So clever.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Bina, you say you had one? Oh,
No, there's some. I was thinking that there's a poem about poems as a boat, but I haven't. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But I think Katie, do you still have tea?
I still have one.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, yeah, great stuff. So, Andrada, do you have any more, or is Katie's the last one?
There's one that's... I'm not Scottish enough to read it properly.
Okay, we'll say that for the after chat. Okay.
Nonsense bridge building. If you feel like it. If not, we can put it in the after chat or read it some other time.
Don't mind. Okay. We'll go for Katie's. Katie, you take us home. Thank you.
So this is The Voyage, from Notes on the Voyage of Owl and Girl. An owl and a girl, most adventurous, curious, studious, set sail, sailed away in a bottle green, beetle green, pea green boat, sieve, skiff, vessel, beautiful, shipshape, seaworthy raft, wooden shoe, certainly, though a good deal, wee bit tad too small, high on the stern, to suit the both of them. They took a barrel, bundle of honey, money, and an almanac, astrolabe, barometer, chronometer of dubious accuracy, origin, usefulness. The owl was actually basically simply slightly homesick, seasick, skeptical, terrible with directions, a nervous traveller. The girl sought to gain definitive, further, first-hand knowledge, experience, proof of the Northwest Passage, Ultima Thule, a strange phenomenon known as sea lung. According to my calculations, library books, test results, the girl informed the owl, it's 6, 17, 27 leagues, knots, nights, or nautical miles due north, or northeast of here. Her mother, great aunt or grandmother, had been among the most revered of authors, experts, philosophers on this topic. But the girl had her own life to live, line of inquiry, ideas, theories. The owl said, birds of a feather stick together. Loose lips sink ships. Everywhere we go, there we are. How soon he drifted, floated, sailed, veered off topic, course, track, radar. according to my spyglass, sea chart, sextant, sonar, we are nearing the edge of our story journey, the Earth, the girl said. But still they sailed, for a year and a day, on through a wet night, on until well past bedline. Despite the wet and sea fret, by the light of the silvery moon, across the North Atlantic, on a river of crystal night, into a sea of dew. By this time, all the owls, magazine subscriptions, snack food items, phone card credits, batteries had run out. It's written with loads of square brackets and it's really hard to read it.
Okay. That's fantastic.
I definitely find when things are written, like, it looks cool on the page, but it definitely makes it harder to read out loud.
I liked it, kind of almost a choose your own adventure style poem.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, everyone. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Mike, for the wonderful theme.
Oh, hey. Jonathan, I meant to ask you, do you have any more? Sorry. All right, fabulous, cool, great stuff. Wait, before we give Frankie the signal, big hugs to Andrea, and Kieran, who all wanted to come but couldn't, or were doing other things or various things like that. So big hugs to all them, and all the other catch-up crew as well. And see you all soon. Bye for now. Bye, catch-up crew.